got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Bortles. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Desmond Trufant. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Play clock winding down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go. Design run for their wideout. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, now they'll try the end around. Fights him off. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Room here to run.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
There he goes inside the 30. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The play clock's running down. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now Ryan on first down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Throwing on third and long. Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 72 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 10 yards still left on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This is Freeman on first and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. 2
minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On the end around, this is Julio Jones. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Ryan on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They toss to Freeman. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's Coleman on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They begin with a run by Fournette. Fights off the defender, pushing tacklers aside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now, never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Coleman. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Freeman again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Bortles now to throw. And he's got room to run inside the 40. Still going. They can't stop him. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 52 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Powers, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Jacksonville. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Coleman now. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Bortles to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays, that will be the key to this drive.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are back within a score. So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and, of course, he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Pushing through the contact. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Gabriel, the man in motion. Freeman again, a first down carry. Freeman with a fast feet, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Again, it's Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Bortles. They set up the screen to Ivory. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing now is Bortles. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything, so kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 46. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Ryan wants to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that lighter on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, bitch, shake me. Had to get it, how I got it, on my phone to be. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same, man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty started treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me,
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Fat Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 6 yards to go here on second down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Here's Ryan to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Give them 27 yards that time. And that leads to an Atlanta 1st down. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
But for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. This is Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So on fourth down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will make our score 9-0.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Third down, Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Defense showing blitz. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On first down, Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Second down, 9 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Devontae Freeman. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they're operating in the red zone. Now Ryan on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On the give, this is Coleman, the fullback, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now it's Freeman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Running right, this is Freeman. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is Julio Jones. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Throwing now is Ryan. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Obviously disappointing.